and welcome. I'm Krista Gibson, and this is Growing Older and Wiser. When I first started this about a year ago, which would be December 2022, I did a session on what are the negatives about growing older, some of the things you might want to look out for. But I also did a session on what's good about growing older, because so often, being human, we tend to focus on the negative. And now we're coming to the end of 2023, and it's not uncommon for people to kind of look back and look forward and kind of think, well, kind of where do I want to go in the new year? And I totally support that. I just think it's wonderful. And it's also important to realize that if you're watching this at a time when it isn't the end of the year, it can be the end of the year anytime you want it to. You can declare that March is the end of the year and start a different year. So that's up to you. But what I want to talk about is approaching this time of the year maybe a little differently than perhaps you may have done in the past. And that is to look back over the prior 12 months, now with whatever that's happening for you, and look for all the good things that you did, the good things that you were involved in, and the good things that happened to you, things that maybe surprised you because they were so wonderful. And write them down. I'm so big on writing things down. And the reason why is because when we just think something, it kind of comes and it goes. But when we write it down, and you can do it digitally, but when you get it down in physicality, it tends to really stick with you better. And you can look at it afterwards, and the thoughts don't fly away quite so quickly. Look at the last 12 months and write down all the good things that happened to you and the good things that you did. Look for the good. Does it mean you're going to ignore the negative? No, but you're not going to focus on it. You know what? It'll always be there. By focusing on the good things that happened in the last year, you can then plant seeds for more good things to happen in the new year. I trust you to know what the negatives are, and I trust you to know the things you don't want to do anymore. Those are kind of real obvious. They're in our faces. What I don't trust you or me so well with is focusing on what was good. So that's going to be the exercise for you. And if you want to go back and watch that earlier video, it's in December 2022. And there were also some worksheets there for you to actually write down some of these things that were good or that are good. So do that. And then once you do that, look at it and say, okay, how do I want this to continue in my life? As a way that the goodness that happened to me here that I want to keep up moving into the next 12 months. And I'm not talking about resolutions or intentions even. I'm just saying, you like what happened? Hey, give me some more of that. And start to plant the seeds for that. Like I said, the negatives are going to be there. You're aware of those. You'll figure those out. Plant the seeds for the good stuff so you get more of that. And go way beyond just the next 12 months. This can affect the rest of your life, however long that is, 10, 20, 50 years, whatever. This is what I want more of. I want more of the good stuff. And I'm going to court the good stuff. I'm going to invite the good stuff into my life and accept it and cherish it. Thanks so much for dropping in. And if you're watching this towards the end of 2023, I wish you a wonderful new year that is going to be just around the corner. See you next time.